You may have received your stimulus check, but there's still a lot of people who haven't yet, and that's got a lot of you concerned. We've got Oklahoma Senator James Lankford on the phone this morning to join us to hopefully answer some of those questions and put people at ease. First off, Senator, thank you very much, sir, for taking the time, and I hope you and your family are all well.
Thank you. We are well. We're all at home like many Oklahomans are right now.
All right, Senator, the first question concerns the stimulus checks, lifeline for a lot of folks. As you know, a lot of anxious families and individuals. Where can they go to find out when they might receive those checks?
So irs.gov, irs.gov, that's the best place to be able to go right now to be able to find out. There's two aspects that are there in what's economic relief that you'll see it, or the coronavirus logo that we all recognize now. But irs.gov will show you if a payment is coming to you, when it's coming, their best estimate, and what bank account it'll be deposited into. You put your Social Security number and some personal information so they can assure that it is you asking. There's another site there that if you're a non-filer, there are individuals that make $12,000 or less each year, so they don't file income tax at all, or there's some other issues with some folks that they don't file based on certain circumstances for them. There's a place for what's called non-filers. That portal there on their website at irs.gov. You can fill out your information so the IRS will know how to be able to find you. For some folks, they don't have a frequent connection with IRS, and so this particular package is done for every American that makes $75,000 or less to be able to receive $1,200. But the IRS doesn't know how to find you. They can't find you. So there's a spot for you to be able to fill out your information, irs.gov, so they can get that check to you.
All right, sir, there's also a lot of small businesses I know that you probably get contacted on a regular basis that are concerned and worried about what's going to happen to their business. A couple of business owners I've talked to said it's relatively easy to get in and apply for aid. Is it still too late for folks to do that?
So it's not too late at this point. I would fill it out there today for the Paycheck Protection Program. We put $350 billion into that program several weeks ago. We've had millions of businesses across the United States that have connected with that. We've had well over $4 billion that have been given to Oklahoma not-for-profits and small businesses to try to sustain them. That money is running out. We actually have what's called a pro forma vote today where we are not there, but this is something we unanimously all agree on. We're trying to be able to bring that today. Our hope is that no one is going to come and say, well, I want to try to do one more thing or to try to jam this up, because we're trying to extend that program for small businesses that is in much need right now. When folks get through to their bank, it is a pretty rapid amount that comes to them to be able to help them carry their payroll, but it's designed to be able to sustain their payroll and keep people connected to their business.
Any thoughts, sir, on when you think both the state of Oklahoma and on a national level, maybe when we can get back to normal or get back to going to work?
There are several features that are there. As the governor has announced recently, if we can get enough protective equipment for hospitals, we can reopen hospitals for doing elective surgeries. That'll help. The main feature there was enough what's called PPE. That we can get enough. We are finally getting on top of that. We can reopen that, and I think we'll see it in different segments of the economy just like that. The focus is getting enough testing, and especially rapid testing that can be done in 15 minutes rather than 2 or 3 days. If we can get faster testing, which is in the process right now, if we can get treatment options, that'll be very helpful. A vaccine is still months and months away. It's in human trials, but the key aspects are treatment and that we can actually have fast testing. That's going to help us a lot.
All right, sir. Also, recently, we've heard from the president talking about bypassing the House and Senate to appoint federal judges and others in the government. What are your thoughts on that idea?
Yeah, I've been very frustrated with the nominations process. That happens in the Senate exclusively, and so we work through that process to try to get nominations. In the past, that's been pretty rapid, and there have been non-controversial individuals to go into any administration, and they're added to the administration by voice vote, and they go in large blocks. Democrats have not allowed us to be able to do that for President Trump from the very beginning. So even non-controversial people like the folks of the USDA that would actually handle some of the health issues for our food, they're not in place right now because they've been blocked. It's not a controversial person. They just want to be able to block every single person to work for the Trump administration. So we can't do that unless we actually get a vote time. The president can't just nominate and go around the Senate. That violates the constitutional issues. So we've got to be back there, and we've got to be able to move these nominees. But that's going to take a vote.
All right, listen, Senator, thank you, sir, so much for taking the time to talk with us this morning. We certainly appreciate it and wish you and your family the best and hope you guys all stay safe.
Thank you to you and your family as well, and those that are listening to us right now.
All right. Thank you, Senator.
From the